What is up, everybody? J Nell here with my UFC 189 prediction video, and I'm still excited, although it sucks that I've said that for the second time this year, first with the DC fight. But moving on, this is for the card on July 11th, they're technically the 4th of July card, and first, with the prelims, I'm choosing Matt Brown to beat Tim Means. Now on to the main card. I'm choosing Thomas Almeida to beat Brad Pickett. I'm choosing Gunnar Nelson to beat John Hathaway. I'm choosing Dennis Bermudez to beat Jeremy Stephens. However, this is how I feel about Dennis Bermudez. This is a toss-up because Dennis Bermudez, I feel, has all of the physical gifts you could want. He's strong, he's agile, he punches hard, he has good submissions, he's a wrestler first, a very strong wrestler first. But he wins his fights on pure talent. I don't know how you get better here. I feel like he's at a mental disadvantage in pretty much all of his fights, including this one. Jeremy Stephens could outsmart him just like he could get outsmarted in pretty much all of his fights. How do you get better here? How do you get more cerebral, quicker on your feet, how to think better on your feet? In ring, in fight. I don't know. But I'm picking Dennis. But I don't know. Now, co-main event, and I'll try to keep my little rant short here, but I'm very upset on the lack of coverage, non-existent coverage we're seeing for the welterweight champion Robbie Lawler putting his belt on the line against Rory McDonald. This is the second time they fought, okay? The first time, very competitive, split decision in favor of Robbie Lawler, and I agree, most people did agree with that decision, but it was a very good fight, competitive, hard hitting, quick, no booing. So why we've seen almost no coverage on this championship co-main event makes no sense at all. It is shameful. Shame on you, UFC. Shame on you, MMA media commentators. Shame. This is going to be a great fight. Potentially fight of the night. Shame. Now, I don't care who's in the main event. Shame. Now, let's talk about the skills real quick. I like both of these men. Robbie Lawler's been fighting since about 19, 20 years old. He's 33 now, but in fight years, he's probably closer to 40. He's been through some wars. He's had some major injuries. So let's see what he has left. Although he has turned the corner later in his career, he's gotten better. He's gotten control over his chaos and his aggression. He has control over his cardio now. He no longer has gas tank issues like he did in the past. He's added to his arsenal with the kicks and the knees. On the feet now, you don't know what Robbie's going to throw at you. You just know it's going to hurt. Everything Robbie throws hurts. His punches, you hear them smack. The knees, the kicks, the elbows, smack in close quarters, in space. He's going to bust you up. Even if you know without a shadow of a doubt that you can beat Robbie Lawler, you still don't want to fight him because you know he's going to beat you up. It sucks. So, great fighter in Robbie Lawler. And I think he truly appreciates getting this title, finally getting this title. You can see it in the way he talks about it. Truly appreciates getting it. I'm very happy for him. Now, Rory McDonald, another fighter that I actually really like. He's a very cerebral fighter. Now that GSP has vacated the title, new fire, or should I say, finally we see a fire. GSP vacating that title is the best thing we could have seen for Rory McDonald because we've now seen him non-hesitant, no confidence issues. He's added to his arsenal. He's only 25 years old. He's big, he's strong, he's quick. He's a very smart fighter, like I said. They're both big welterweights, by the way. Very elusive. He works those angles. Great combination. Great jab. Small gliding footwork. Sometimes it doesn't look like Rory's doing anything, but he's not getting hit. And he's not getting taken down. And he's not getting submitted. So something's working. So I'm really excited for this fight, especially now that the reins have been let off for Rory with GSP leaving. I think this is going to be a different fight. I think it's actually going to be an even more competitive fight. And I don't know who's going to win. I've been going back and forth about this entire time. I'm actually going to go with the champ. Here's why. I think Rory can get this. I think he has the tools. I think if he fights a real smart fight and more aggressive than we're normally used to seeing, I think he could win. However, I just don't see Robbie giving up this belt. He's worked a long, hard time. He's got that I'm not tapping sort of mentality. I don't see him giving it up. That's it. I'm picking Robbie Lawler, but let me move on before I change my mind now. Main event. New main event. As we know, the featherweight champion Jose Aldo pulled out of it due to a rib injury. Correct me if I'm wrong or tell me what you've heard. We've heard from like 8 to 12 doctors here. Anything from bruised ribs, broken ribs, torn cartilage, bruised cartilage, cartilage damage. I don't know. Let me know what you've heard as far as the injuries to Jose. Either way, he's out. Conor McGregor will be fighting Chad Mendes for the interim belt. Here's part of my rage. This should not be a main event anymore. With the absence of Jose, the longest reigning champion in the entire UFC, this should have been bumped down to the co-main event and bumped the Lawler fight up. I don't care that Conor McGregor is in. He's still on the card. If it was a co-main event, he would still be on the card. Anyway, still the main event. Dana White is determined to give this man a belt somehow, some way, because there's my other gripe. Look, how long is Jose going to be out with a rib injury? A month, 6 months, a year, 2 years? Chris Weidman was just out for a year. We didn't see an interim belt. GSP was out for almost 3 years before we finally saw an interim belt. Why are we saying an interim belt? Jose just fought in February. It's not like we haven't seen him for 2 years. So that's questionable. Now, into the fight. We've got Chad Mendes, like I said, a totally new opponent, but they both know each other as far as Conor has basically pissed off all the featherweights, so they've been going back and forth for like weeks, maybe even months now, so they're just kind of picking up where they left off. Chad Mendes, wrestler first. He's even shorter than Jose. He will be at an even... Conor will have an even more reach advantage over Chad Mendes. We're talking like 6 inches here from a man who knows how to use his reach. Chad, I think, will still be faster. I definitely thought that Jose would be faster. I think Chad will still be slightly faster too. He has less weapons than Jose though, however. He does have a nice overhand right. He's got somewhat of a jab. His striking is coming along, but it's not at the caliber of Conor McGregor at all. Nowhere close. Someone let me know how many amateur and European boxing titles he has. I know he has multiple titles. So, Conor McGregor, again, boxer first, has the reach advantage, has great movement, uses his reach and his body and his length very well, judges distance very well. He makes great adjustments during the fight, y'all. In ring, in fight, he can read his opponent very well. Read their movements and their routines, and when they get comfortable, and then he can capitalize. He's very good in fight. He's creative in fight. His movement is very creative, and you can't find anyone to copy that, to mimic his movements. Look, the threat is real. Even against Jose, the threat is real. I am not naive, okay? So the threat is real. Conor is great in fight. Now, I believe he's a brown belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. We keep hearing that he has great wrestling, but we've never seen it. We know that he has great wrestling takedown defense, which he'll definitely be putting to use against Chad Mendes. Now, Chad, because he has great takedown defense, you're going to have to disguise your takedowns. You can't just go for them. You're going to have to bring out some stuff we've never seen from you, Chad, or else I think you're going to lose. And I'm calling it for Conor McGregor. So there you go. So let me know what you think about this entire card, how excited you still are, or if you're not excited, I still am. There's a lot of great fights on this card. Let me know what you feel about my little rant as far as the co-main event, Lawler McDonald, not getting the attention it deserves and not being bumped up to the main event. Let me know what you think. Do you think this fight should have been bumped up to the main event and Conor pushed down to the co-main event? Because let's face it, it's about Conor McGregor. Now, about Conor McGregor, I don't mind the smack talking at all. I think spectacle is a great part of MMA and boxing, so I love it. However, Conor switched up a little bit. Starting to sound like a little broken record there. This is the song that over and over again, yeah, you're Irish, you're good, you think you're the best, you make money, you're Irish, you think you're the best, you make money. I get it. Just switch it up, that's all I'm saying. Switch it up, getting a little broken record-ish. That's all. Let me know what you think of, again, your picks, any injury updates. Let me know what you think if the main event should have been, if Conor should be bussed down to the co-main event and Lawler up to the main event. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Janelle Owens. Talk to me. Take care. And goodbye.